I do not condone underage smoking or the sale of marijuana to anyone. This channel is strictly for viewers 18 years of age and over. And it's strictly for entertainment purposes only. So please go watch some other video if you aren't 18. Thank you.
That manager though, shout out to that guy. That guy was the boy. He was like a few years older than me. He had just graduated. And he was like as long as I did what I had to do, he would let me go back home, take GBs, come back and come back and start working. Bro, I love that shit. That shit was fire. The other manager we had, he was like an older dude. He was old as shit. Sometimes he would like fall asleep. Sometimes he would fall asleep standing up. I remember this one time, I had to lie to this guy for me to get him to let me go back home. So I'll be like, yo, it's kind of cold in here. Let me go like put like something on or some shit. He would let me go. He would watch the door for me. This one time, bro, I came back and I just went and got high. I didn't even like put anything on. I was like, fuck, I hope he doesn't like realize that. I come back to the front. This guy is literally just standing in front of the door, but like sleeping. Like I'm not even trying to make fun of the guy. He was a cool ass dude. I don't think he could help it. But I was just like, I was kind of laughing. I was just like, yo, dude, I'm back. I probably shouldn't be laughing at that, but that shit was kind of funny. Fucking owner of the bar wasn't the nicest guy, but like I had needed a job, so I just had to deal with that bullshit. He was just, I guess he, I don't know. I want to say that I would be like this if I had the bar, but I definitely wouldn't. This one time, I like kind of deserved it. I don't feel like people ever deserve to get fucking yelled at or anything, but one of the hardest parts about that job was changing the keg. Not like hard, like manual labor, like carrying the keg and like taking it back, bringing another one. That shit was easy. Like I had no problem carrying the keg. But fucking changing the tap and shit and like all that, I always like forgot how to do it. And when there's like, every time I needed to change the keg, there was always a full fucking bar. And it was usually on game day. So there's so many fucking people in the bar. I have to like walk out with a keg, like maneuver around people, come back with the keg, like to the bar and put the tap back on. One time I like broke it and it was like in the middle of a game, like a game day. During this time I was working inside the bar because when it's really busy, there are 2 or 3 bussers. 2 of them are like outside of the bar. One of them inside the bar with the bartenders like helping out and shit. I like broke the tap and the owner was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you fucking broke it. And I was like, okay, fuck that guy, I don't give a shit if I broke it or not. He didn't fire me, he just told me to like go start bussing, which I was fine with that. Bro, the amount of times like some bullshit like has happened. The bar I worked in had like 2 pool tables. 2 separate instances I remember. One of them was like with these like grown ass men I didn't know anything about. I heard like some commotion and stuff and it was this fucking bald guy. I think it was on St. Patrick's Day, bro. No. I think it was like a few days before St. Patrick's Day. These dudes were playing pool and I didn't like really know what the fuck was going on. I just kept hearing stuff every time I would like go back because I was like busting and stuff. I had to go, the pool tables are here and the back station where you got shit from was like behind them. Bruh. I remember this bald guy. He was like a ginger bald guy, he had like a ginger beard and shit. He fucking, I don't know what the fuck happened. I remember him just like, they were saying some shit to some people. I come back outside, bruh, and I just started seeing a whole bunch of commotion, like a fight's going on. I guess like somebody got cracked. I see the same ginger beard dude. The same ginger beard dude with the bald head, and he's just leaking blood everywhere. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. No one's like really doing anything who's working there, so I'm not thinking it's the biggest deal. And then, they're looking for the guy that hit the guy, so they don't even know who hit him. And I was just like, what? And this one dude kept staring at me. And I think this was the guy who did it, and I guess he thought that I knew that he did it. Then like after they kicked those dudes out with the dude with the blood in his boy, because they started freaking out looking for the guy. And I was like kind of looking for the guy too. I was like, what the fuck's going on? After they kicked him out, the guy that was like, looking at me, he was just like, yo, good looks. Like dapped me up and shit. Dude, I was like, what? Another instance, then, dude I knew, he was more like a friend of friends of mine. I remember him, he came into the bar and he had like 2 friends from home with him. He introduced me to him and shit, and I was like, yo, you guys have a good time. It was a fucking packed ass bar. And they came over to me and they were like, yo, this dude over here, they're like doing some bullshit. You wanna like come check on it? I look at him and nothing's really going on, so I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. I come back around. These like young ass frat kids, bro, they start freaking the fuck out. Like they were in the wrong, and they were yelling at me to kick my friend and his friends out. And I was like, explain to me what's going on. They just kept yelling at me to kick them out. After the third time, I was like, bro, I kicked them out because they were being annoying as shit. They tried to get big with me. I was like, yo, don't do this. They were like small as shit, bro. I was like, don't do anything. Please don't. Like, I'm in a bad mood. Like, I don't want to be at work. I'm sober. You're hammered. I'd crush you right now. I was a little ass kid. They didn't do anything. A lot of those dudes just, a lot of them just talked. That also made me see how many people are like all about talk. So many fucking like arguments happen in the bar, and 90% of the time, nothing would ever happen. It would just be a whole bunch of talking, and I was just like, come on, bro. Like, I'm happy they didn't fight, because I would have to like break it up, but part of me kind of wanted to see the fights. And time went by so fucking slow. Yo, if you're out there and you think your dream job is like sitting still and doing nothing for like 8 hours, think again, man. Because time moves by so fucking slow. You're just sitting down. Well, this is when I was like checking IDs. Time moves so fucking slow. I would check the time. I swear it would be like 30 minutes, bro. 10 minutes passed by. It moves so fucking slow. That was one of the things I hated about working at the bar. Especially like mostly a doorman. When I would be a busser, or like work behind the bar, a bar back, that's what it was. That's when time would move by fast as shit, when I was always doing something. But most of the time I didn't want to be doing anything. So after this bar, I've pretty much I quit working at this bar because the manager that I was working with, and he was like the main reason I was still working there because he was a cool ass dude, he ended up getting fired. And he ended up getting hired as a manager at the bar right next door that opened up. And he was like, yo, if you want a job, and I'll let you like pick your own hours if you want. I was like, fuck yeah. And I was like, yo, he literally let me pick my own hours for the most part. I went right over there. I was like, fuck. I told the other guy, I was like, yeah. Working at that bar was chill. The owner of that bar was a lot more lenient. Memory of that bar. It was like this one story. It's pretty much all this last story I'm gonna say. None of them were really that crazy, but I just like remember it. It was like funny. It was some weekday. I remember it being a fucking weekday. And there was this girl who was a bartender. She was cool as shit. She was pretty hot too. And this other manager, and this manager that we had, she was this young ass girl. She pretty much let us do whatever. She ended up making a GB because she heard us talking about it. Like, we wanted to get like high. She was like, yo. She went to the back. She was like doing manager shit. And we like went to the back and she had made a full fucking GB. Like, it was bigger than mine. It was out of a fucking a gallon water thing. Bro, she used like tinfoil as like the cap or whatever. We each took a fucking GB and we had to clean like the bar right after. Bro, 10 minutes into cleaning, like I just kept looking over at the chick and I was like, yo, she has to be as high as I am, because I was like kind of freaking out. It was like good freaking out though. I was like, I can't believe I'm this fucking high. Because I was like sweeping the floor and I hated sweeping the floor, but I wasn't caring. It was a fat ass Jeep, man. Pretty much always late to that job too, somehow, and I was close. I don't know how I never got fired from jobs for being late all the time. That's about it for the video, guys. If you guys fuck with the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more channels, for more videos, I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna try to smoke what's left of this. Peace out, guys.